Hey, Tom.
Hey, Mike.
I was calling because I wanted to add to the doomsday cult situation.
Sure.
It seems like the religious also attach themselves to it. I've had a lot of conversations where they say, well, God will handle it, you know.
Yeah.
Saying, what's going on here, and look at this guy. Well, God will handle it. Even if he doesn't do it here, he'll go to hell afterwards or whatever. And it just sounds like insanity.
So yeah, and that was my point, is that what it does is it gives them a pass. You know, you don't have to worry about global warming. God's going to fix that. You don't have to worry about, you know, the chemicals in your cereal or in your food that cause cancer, because God's going to handle that. You don't have to worry. You know, it's an extreme variation on the, you know, place your life in the hands of God kind of thing. And it's also a philosophy that basically tells people not only that they're powerless, but that they should embrace their powerlessness, and that you know, and therefore, you know, some Bronze Age sky god is going to take care of everything for you. And
it's like do nothing and
yeah,
you know, just sit back.
Yeah, just chill out. Don't worry. You know,
don't worry about it.
So the billionaires are stealing all the money. It doesn't matter. Jesus is going to shake things up. Don't worry. Mike, thanks a lot for the call. Well said. Julia in Auburn, Washington. Hey, Julia. You're on the air.
Here. Hi. Thanks for taking my call. So a couple of things. We all know that the only thing that will overcome the oligarchs is action and protest. And when are we going to have a protest in Washington, D.C. about losing our democracy?
Specifically, you're talking about the government shutdown. You're talking about, you know, Trump trying to destroy the FBI.
Everything. Our democracy is falling apart. Our economy is suffering with the shutdown. I mean, absolutely everything. When are people going to organize? Yeah.
Well,
that's the only thing.
Yeah, if you're asking rhetorically, I don't have an answer. If you're asking literally, I think that people are organizing. Credo Action, you know, I quoted their leader this morning talking about how Barr is basically Kavanaugh 2.0. They've already got 100,000 signatures on a petition to Congress, to Democratic members of the United States Senate, saying don't vote for Barr. It's going to be real interesting to see, you know, where this goes, how these Democrats deal with him. And you know, how the vote goes, both out of committee and out of the Senate as a whole.
I know that. I know, but I mean, I call my representatives and my senators, and I sign all these petitions. But nothing, he gets away with everything. He gets away with Kavanaugh. Yeah. He gets away with not revealing his taxes. I mean, the litany goes on and on. And in the past, the only thing that will work is grassroots action and protest. Yeah. And we need to have a major, like Martin Luther King style protest.
Yeah. Well, you know, Indivisible is a great group, MoveOn.org. There are several groups that have enough breadth, who have enough millions of members, possibly Our Revolution, that they could orchestrate something like that. Progressive Democrats of America, pdamerica.org. You know, if that's your passion, Julia, I would suggest that you get inside all of those organizations and start agitating. You know, I think we're past the point where any one of us alone can do it. We really need organizational help. But I'm guessing that probably all those groups are looking at what's the next step. Julia, thank you for the call. Keith in Greenville, South Carolina. Hey, Keith, what's up?
Hey, Tom. I know why McConnell isn't doing it. Back in 2013, when we had the shutdown, Harry Reid gave Mitch McConnell $23 million to finish a dam project in Kentucky. And so McConnell opened up the government. Now, I remember that because back during the Freedom Caucus days, it was political sin to bring home the bacon. Now, today,
that's interesting.
We're finding out that the border wall will not be built in Kentucky. And frankly, I don't think there's anybody out there to buy McConnell off.
So you're saying that in 2013, the reason that McConnell collaborated or cooperated in ending the shutdown was because he basically took a $23 million bribe. He got something that made him look good in his district that would help him in his reelection.
Yep, he brought home the bacon.
Yeah, that would have been 2014. That's 6 years out from this one coming up. And so basically he's sitting there saying, okay, who's going to spiff me? Who's going to give me $20 million for a project in Kentucky?
Exactly.
Wow. That's pretty craven. I mean, you know, of course, you look up Craven in the dictionary, and there's a picture of Mitch McConnell. Keith, well said. Thanks a lot for the call.